2024 Dodge Viper and non-stop rumors about its comeback. Hello viewers and welcome to another YouTube video. Today we had something very special for you in store. Today we have for you the 2024 Dodge Viper and non-stop rumors about its comeback. The rumors surrounding the brand new 2024 Dodge Viper are in no way dying down. Although not many details have leaked as of yet, I am delighted that the new Viper is taking place. According to the most recent data, the new Viper might return sometime in 2019. If you didn't know, the 5th generation Viper's production ceased in 2017. Since then, there have been a few reports about a potential revival. According to rumors, the Viper will become smaller, and I predict that it will be driven by a naturally aspirated V8 with 550 horsepower. A model with 700 horsepower is also anticipated to be supercharged. It must have a manual transmission to differentiate itself from the increasingly automatic-only competitors. The Dodge Viper is a true American sports car. The Ferrari 250 GTO, Jaguar E-Type, and Shelby Cobra served as major sources of influence for the design of the Dodge Viper, which was first planned in the late 1980s. The leaders of Chrysler, who were the owners of Dodge at the time, wanted to create a beautiful modern performance vehicle with a massive engine up front and a manual transmission. At the time, most of its American competitors used V8 engines, so the designers decided on a V10 that would really set it apart. A proper sports car should have a strong engine, but minimizing the weight is also crucial. With its powerful engine, light body, and obvious lack of technology, as was typical at the time, the original Viper was a notoriously challenging vehicle to operate. The lack of traction control or anti-lock brakes did not make driving the car any safer. Driving one of these cars quickly required real expertise, and there is something incredibly nostalgic about it. Nowadays, with so many driving aids available, it's uncommon to find a vehicle that commands as much respect as the Dodge Viper. The 2024 Dodge Viper comeback may occur the following year, and we anticipate that it will be fueled by a naturally aspirated V8 producing 550 horsepower. 2024 Dodge Viper design. We are all curious to see what the new Viper will look like. We can assume that the general design would follow the tested formula, even though it is currently impossible to talk about mechanics. So we would anticipate seeing a two-seater that would be available as a coupe and a convertible. In terms of exterior styling, it would obviously closely mirror the past generations, with a super sleek and rounded appearance and a super tall hood, which has always been a signature of Viper. Some reports claim that the next hybrid supercar might have a mid-engine configuration, which would undoubtedly change the outward styling. There is no doubt that the general design would change if the company were to introduce an all-electric model, because the batteries would require a lot of space. Before we move on to the engine of the Dodge Viper 2024, let's take a small break in which you guys can subscribe to our channel if you like the video. Dodge Viper Engine 2024. The powertrain has always been the key component of the Viper formula. It always revolved around a huge engine that had a ton of low-end torque and incredible sound. The previous model had a gigantic 8.4-liter V10 engine that produced roughly 645 horsepower and 600 pound-feet of torque and sounded absolutely horrendous. The 2024 Dodge Viper would not have a particularly good sound, and that is the one thing we can be certain of. The sound would certainly suffer if it had a turbocharger, which is the best-case scenario. The first thing that comes to mind is a reduced displacement in combination with a few electric motors. But some reports also make assumptions about a setup in which a large V10 engine would serve as the foundation. That would undoubtedly offer the right amount of power and fun, but unfortunately, that's also the least likely possibility. Dodge Viper EV 2024. In terms of likelihood, most experts agree that an EV is the only vehicle in which the Viper nameplate may appear again. Undoubtedly, an all-electric supercar with insane power output would appear. The all-electric drivetrain isn't always less enjoyable. As you may have heard, Dodge is already developing all-electric versions of the Charger and Challenger muscle vehicles, and plans to equip them with multi-gear transmissions in order to accurately reproduce the sound of vintage ICE performance cars and provide true competition for enthusiasts. Redesigned interior. According to resources, the interior of the new 2024 Dodge Viper will be completely redone. First of all, you may anticipate nicer materials and more comfortable seats in this sports automobile. New technology will also be present, with many standard features and a larger infotainment screen. In general, we anticipate seeing the most recent Dodge View Connect infotainment system, voice recognition, Bluetooth, satellite radio, HD radio, and USB-C port, navigation, and a powerful Harman Kardon audio system. A fairly broad number of features will be available, and safety will also be enhanced. Is Dodge bringing back the Viper? While many specifications are still unknown at the time of writing, we anticipate that the new 2024 Dodge Viper will be substantially more expensive than previous models. The starting price of the new model might be $100,000, whereas that of the existing model is $90,000. As you can see, this represents an increase of 10, which is substantial. Additionally, we anticipate the track-focused Viper ACR to launch over $125,000 and the plusher Viper GTS to start over $115,000. The new sports car will debut sometime in 2019, most likely in the second part of the year, if numerous reports prove to be true. And that's all for today, my friends. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to follow for more amazing content. Thank you for watching.